Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, your mind racing with thoughts you just can't seem to turn off? Maybe it feels like your brain is a runaway train of worry, speeding down the tracks with no brakes in sight. You try to relax, but the more you tell yourself to stop thinking, the louder those anxious thoughts become. It's as if your mind is determined to keep you trapped in a cycle of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, no matter how hard you try to escape. Picture this. It's 2 in the morning. The world outside is quiet, but inside your head, it's anything but peaceful. You're wide awake, staring at the ceiling, your heart pounding as you replay tomorrow's big presentation over and over. Maybe you're thinking about that bill you forgot to pay, or the awkward conversation you had with your boss, or even something your mother-in-law said last week that just won't leave your mind. Every little worry seems to grow bigger in the darkness, and suddenly, sleep feels impossible. Sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, you're definitely not alone. In fact, millions of people experience these same restless nights and anxious thoughts. Worry is something that connects us all, no matter our age, background, or life situation. It's a universal experience, and yet, when we're caught in the middle of it, it can feel incredibly isolating, like we're the only ones struggling to find peace of mind. Worry has a sneaky way of creeping into our lives, often when we least expect it. It can start as a small concern, but before we know it, it takes over our thoughts, making us feel powerless and overwhelmed. It's like a fog that clouds our judgment and makes even simple decisions feel impossible. We might find ourselves snapping at loved ones, losing focus at work, or just feeling exhausted from carrying the weight of constant anxiety. Our minds are experts at conjuring up worst-case scenarios. We imagine things going wrong, replay embarrassing moments from the past, and convince ourselves that disaster is lurking just around the corner. Sometimes we even worry about worrying itself. It's a vicious cycle that can leave us feeling stuck, helpless, and convinced that we'll never break free. But here's something you might not realize. Worrying is actually a habit, a pattern of thinking that we've learned and practiced over time. It might feel automatic, but it's not set in stone. Just like any habit, it can be changed. The first step is recognizing that we have a choice. We can choose to respond differently to our anxious thoughts, to challenge them, and to create new, healthier patterns in our minds. The good news is, you don't have to stay trapped in worry forever. There are practical steps you can take to unlearn this habit and reclaim your peace of mind. And the best part? You can start right now. In the next few minutes, I'll show you simple, effective strategies to break free from the grip of worry and start living with more confidence, calm, and hope. So take a deep breath. You're about to discover a new way forward. Here's a secret. Your body can't really tell the difference between worry, fear, and excitement. To your nervous system, these emotions are almost identical. Whether you're about to step on stage, waiting for an important phone call, or riding a roller coaster, your body reacts in much the same way. The butterflies in your stomach, the sweaty palms, the pounding heart. These are all signs that your body's alarm system has been triggered. It's just your brain putting a different spin on the same set of signals. The context, what you're thinking about, what's happening around you, determines whether you interpret these signals as excitement, anxiety, or fear. Your brain is constantly scanning for threats, but it also gets excited by new opportunities and challenges. Think about it. Those sweaty palms, the racing heart, that jittery energy. It could be the anticipation before a first date, the anxiety before a big job interview, or the thrill before performing on stage. All these situations trigger the same physical response, even though your mind labels them differently. Your body is wired to protect you, and it does so by keeping you alert and ready to act. This ancient alarm system evolved to help our ancestors survive real dangers, like predators or natural disasters. It's a powerful tool that can help you stay sharp and focused when you need it most. When your brain senses danger, whether it's a real threat or just a stressful situation, it sends signals to your body to release powerful hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These chemicals flood your system, increasing your heart rate, sharpening your senses, and giving you a burst of energy. It's your body's way of getting you ready to face whatever comes next. These hormones trigger what's known as the fight or flight response. Your muscles tense, your breathing quickens, and your body prepares to either confront the threat or escape from it. This response can be life-saving in dangerous situations, but it can also be set off by things that aren't actually life-threatening. The problem is, our brains haven't quite caught up to the modern world. The same alarm system that once protected us from wild animals now gets triggered by things like emails, social media notifications, or even just a busy schedule. Our bodies react as if these modern stressors are just as dangerous as anything our ancestors faced. That's why a looming deadline or a packed inbox can feel like a life or death situation to your body, even though it's not. Understanding how your body's alarm system works is the first step to managing stress and taking back control. Next time you feel those familiar signs, racing heart, sweaty palms, nervous energy, remember it's just your body trying to keep you safe. How many times have you been told to calm down or think positive when you're freaking out? It's like telling someone with a broken leg to just get up and walk. When worry takes hold, your brain's logic and reasoning centers go offline. You're stuck in a loop of anxious thoughts, and no amount of positive thinking is going to break through that. So what's the solution? You need a way to interrupt the worry cycle, to shift your brain from panic mode to problem-solving mode. And that's where the 5-second rule comes in. The 5-second rule is deceptively simple, but don't let that fool you. It's a powerful tool that can change your life. Here's how it works. The moment you feel worry, anxiety, or fear start to creep in, count down from 5 to 1 out loud. This engages your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and rational thought. As soon as you hit 1, immediately shift your focus to something positive or helpful. This could be a happy memory, an affirmation, or a simple action you can take to address the situation. That's it. It sounds almost too easy, but the science behind it is solid. When you count down from 5 to 1, you're essentially hacking your brain. You're interrupting the worry loop and creating a window of opportunity for your prefrontal cortex to kick back online. This is where the anchor thought comes in. By focusing on something positive or action-oriented, you're giving your brain a new direction to go in. You're replacing the worry with something more empowering. The more you use the 5-second rule, the stronger this new neural pathway becomes. You're literally rewiring your brain to respond to stress and anxiety in a healthier, more productive way. One of the most powerful aspects of the 5-second rule is its ability to help you reframe your thinking. Remember how we talked about worry and excitement being the same thing to your body? Well, you can use that to your advantage. The next time you feel those butterflies in your stomach before a big presentation, instead of thinking, "I'm so nervous, try this, I'm excited." It might feel strange at first, but stick with it. Your body is already primed for action, so why not channel that energy into something positive? The 5-second rule has become a powerful tool for millions of people across the globe, helping them break through hesitation, conquer their fears, and take action in moments that matter. It's not just a catchy phrase, it's a simple, science-backed technique that empowers people to change their lives, one small decision at a time. Whether you're facing a daunting challenge or just trying to get through your daily routine, the 5-second rule can be the spark that helps you move forward. Every day, people from all walks of life use this rule to push past self-doubt and take action. Here are just a few examples of how the 5-second rule can create real-life victories, big and small. Imagine you're about to give a big presentation at work or school. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweaty, and your mind is racing with worries about what could go wrong. Instead of letting anxiety take over, you pause, count down from 5, and visualize yourself speaking with confidence and clarity. That simple countdown interrupts your fear and gives you the push you need to step up and deliver your message. Many people have found that this technique helps them transform nervous energy into excitement, allowing them to speak up in meetings, share their ideas, and even volunteer for new opportunities they might have otherwise avoided. Or picture yourself on an airplane, suddenly feeling a jolt of turbulence. Your mind might start racing with worst-case scenarios, making you feel tense and uneasy. But instead of spiraling into panic, you use the 5-second rule. You count down, focus on your breath, and remind yourself that turbulence is a normal part of flying. This small mental shift can help you regain a sense of calm and control, even in situations that feel out of your hands. Many travelers have shared how this simple practice has helped them manage their fear of flying and even enjoy their journeys more. By counting down and focusing on your breath, you can shift your attention away from fear and toward the present moment. This not only helps you feel safer, but also allows you to experience travel with greater peace of mind. The 5-second rule is a reminder that you have the power to choose your response, even when you can't control your environment. And it's not just for big moments. Everyday worries and stresses can be managed with the 5-second rule too. Maybe you're dreading a tough conversation with a coworker, feeling overwhelmed by a mountain of tasks, or struggling to find motivation to start something new. In these moments, counting down from 5 can help you pause, reset, and approach the situation with a clear mind. People everywhere have used this rule to tackle procrastination, resolve conflicts, and stay focused under pressure. It's a simple habit that can help you feel more in control, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. The 5-second rule isn't about being perfect. It's about giving yourself a chance to act, even when you're scared or uncertain. And sometimes that's all you need to create your own real-life victory. The 5-second rule isn't a magic bullet, but it's a powerful tool that can help you break free from the grip of worry and start living a more fulfilling, joyful life. It's not about never feeling anxious or stressed again. It's about changing your relationship with those feelings. It's about recognizing when worry is holding you back and having a tool to interrupt that pattern and choose a different path. The best part? It only takes 5 seconds to start. So here's the question. Do you worry about your future? Yes or no? If you answered yes, then you owe it to yourself to give the 5-second rule a try. It might just be the simplest, most effective tool you ever learn for taking control of your thoughts, your feelings, and your life. Don't just watch, take action right now. The next time you catch yourself worrying, count down from 5 and move forward. Start today and see how quickly your mindset changes. Your future self will thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the links below. Keep thriving, keep smiling, and see you in the next video.